Hey everybody, I just finished cleaning up my kitchen and it feels so good, like so amazing. Honestly, today I was legit feeling just lazy. And I'm pretty sure, other things that are going on in my body, but ultimately it came down to me just being lazy. And hopefully I'm not the only one, but we had a women's conference at our church, and I just remember my pastor's wife saying about not being idle, and it's so true. I could have decided to not do anything and just say, poor me, I'm tired, and and I know I am, but I was like, I'm choosing not to be idle, and I am going to get it done today because I know I won't have any time to do it this whole week, this week. So, and we have like conference coming up too. So, I didn't want to be idle and not do anything. So I got laundry done. Still needs to be folded, but I got that done. Did my kitchen, did the rooms, bathrooms, and all that. So, except for my kids' room, that room needs a whole day to itself. But yeah, I'm glad that I got that done. I'm deciding whether or not to do coffee or some lactation tea. I'm pretty sure you guys might say just do lactation tea. You don't need coffee right now, but you guys, I only had 1 cup of coffee today, and I just need the second cup. That's all I need. You know what I mean? And just want to feel cozy. But yeah. Yeah, so I did my video. It's just real talk. I didn't know it was going to be like difficult to like take my like phone around everywhere I go that needs to be like recorded. And I'm like, it's like legit a like job to like carry your phone, your camera around, get different angles. And I was like, kudos to them doing it, especially with homeschooling kids and all, because I'm like that's honestly one of the reasons too why I stopped filming, because it's just like you're like go go go, and it's like, how do you just wait for like a few seconds, even just seconds to a minute, to set everything up, and like, you know what I mean? Anyways, but here I am doing it again because I just like doing it. It's a hobby of mine, and I mean, either way I got to do the same thing, so why not just press record and there you go. But yeah, so I have to finish editing it, and I think honestly it's more because I do have to like edit it, and then at the end of the day I'm just like, I just want to relax, but then it's like, oh, but then I gotta edit and do this, but I mean, I honestly I know I need more structure around it, and if I do like write everything down and tell myself it has to be done, then I'll probably get done. But it's really like, it's fun and I like it, but it is some work behind it. So anyways, all that to say, I just wanted to say that I did basically like a cleanup video, and I am going to be planning to do like this audio, like a voice record in the background, because I was feeling a type of way today, and I just felt the need to just talk in that video about motherhood, and just really appreciating the season that we're in. And no matter what season that we're in, like, things have to get done. The show must go on. And this is our home. This is the place that we need to, it's like our little sanctuary for all our little baby saints here. And yeah, so, oh man. But yeah, so that video should be coming up sometime this week. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still deciding. I know it's good for me to do the lactation tea. Really want coffee, but for the sake of me being recorded, I am going to make my lactation tea. Yeah? What do you think? Yeah, okay. I think this one's open. I am not a tea fan, but I know that if I bought like the lactation snacks, I'd probably just gobble it all up, which probably is a good thing because then I'm intaking the lactation stuff. It's organic milkmaid tea, and I do love how it makes you feel very cozy. Can't see it, it's backwards. Oh well. So I guess come join me to make my milkmaid tea. Sometimes tiny changes make tsunami-sized ripples. Amen. Because I feel like I made a tiny change today, and everything I wanted to do got done today. But yeah, so I'm not really a tea drinker, but when I add milk to this, it's so good. And what else did I put? I think last time I put maple syrup or honey. I think last time too, I actually made it differently. No, it wasn't honey. It was it honey? I want to say it was honey. And then I also made it with just like a little bit of creamer, and it was like delish. It was very delicious. Can't remember. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to put a little bit of creamer because it was really good. I know, it's so quiet right now, right? So my husband took my oldest to her doctor's appointment, and it's just been such a blessing because I have been the one based primarily to take the kids to appointments, but and more so because he just wants mommy. Yeah, nomás quieres a mama, which is totally fine, but it's just something that we kind of just, now it's basically his turn to take the kids to their appointments, and it's been such a blessing. Because I know he's tired from work too, and they get their one-on-one time too, technically, and so, yeah. And so, yeah, it's been such a blessing for him to take them to their appointments, and during the season, and the kids like it anyways too, so, and I, was like, you know what, you guys can go watch VeggieTales. Just want to try it. Also, I am going to make my, I know the last time I did my podcast recording was probably in the beginning of the school year, and honestly, like right now, I'm just like, today, I'm going to start just recording, and recording when I can, and because it's, like I said, it's a hobby, and of course I have plans for it, but at this moment it's something that I like doing, I enjoy doing, and obviously the podcast, like I started since 2021, and I just honestly, I let myself stop it because when it gets busy, I'm like, oh, okay, can't do anything. But I recognize today that like all these accounts that are, and I'm going to talk more about this in the upcoming podcast, is you have to just keep going, like being imperfect. Like you have to keep going. You have to just do it imperfectly, be consistent, and that's something that I've struggled so much since the entire time since I've been, for those of you that have followed me since the times of It Works, it's been a long time, and ever since I honestly started doing It Works, that's where I recognize, like, wow, like I like talking to people, I like Um, I like taking everybody along with me in my journey. I like looking at other people's accounts too and following their journey. And so I just enjoy stuff like that. Um, and yes, I became a medical assistant. And yes, I wasn't as talkative before Christ. Like, there's a lot of changes that a lot of changes in myself. Um, but these now are the things that I love. And yes, although I am not in that field, in that medical field any longer, I sometimes put myself down because I'm like, you know what, like I had that going for myself, but God had other plans, and okay, I can go, do X, Y, and Z, but God has other plans. And so, get Bacho. You don't want that. I'm not going outside to work. I'm not. I promise. I'm not. He wants to crawl. Yeah, he just wants to crawl around. Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I guess this is like, anyway, he likes when I sit in here, but I gotta get my tea. Okay, we're in his little playpen. I don't know what I was talking about, but basically, I guess somewhere along the lines of during this season, I have to embrace the season that I am currently in. I can look back and look at all the achievements that I've made, and say, like, oh yes, I was this and I was that, I was doing this, but that's not the season I'm in anymore. And I'm in a season of, yes, I became a mother back in 2017, and like motherhood started a long time ago, but I have 4 kids now, and things change every year or every day in motherhood. And I've been homeschooling my kids since 2021. And so 2021, 2020, actually 2022, I've been homeschooling my kids since 2022, my oldest. And things have, I've been wanting to go back to work, to help financially, and also just to be out and, do all those things. And those things are not wrong. They're not. But that's not the season I'm in. I have to embrace the season I'm in, that God has me in. There has been a lot of times where I've applied to different jobs where I feel like I'm pretty qualified. Okay, like I have experience, but I also prayed about, like, God, is where, do you want me to be here? Do you want me to like work there? Do you want me to go back to the work field outside the home, and every time I'd apply for a job, it's like nope, and I'm just like, what, Lord? Like, I'm like applying, and but God reminded me, like, you wanted my perfect will. And so when I get reminded of what I prayed for, I'm like, okay, God, you're right. Like, I did ask for your perfect will in my life. And so that's why I haven't obviously looked again. Yeah, I sometimes during those nights where I'm like, I can do part-time. I can, work from home part-time, and do call center or something. But it's like, God already gave me my answer, and I want to be blessed. I want to be obedient to what God wants me to do. And this was supposed to be in a podcast, okay? But you're getting real life stuff here. But I want to do something, and I still have that I still have the desire to want to do something that I love, that I enjoy. And I can honestly say that when I did join, like, it works. Like, I enjoyed it, and I actually, enjoyed the things that I had there, taking and stuff like that. And it was helpful. It was. And although it may be nice to, be able to work remote at home, you know, but it's like, what did God already tell me, you know? And yeah, I can pray about it again, but in this season, like, God wants me here with my kids, and some may not understand, and I didn't understand in the first place, you know, in the beginning, but I try to do things, and I'm like, wow, like, if I had to clock into like a job here, even here remotely, like, there's no way, like, I'm not ready for that yet. It's just, there's chaos, and beautiful chaos. I'm homeschooling three out of my 4 kids, if that makes sense, right? And there's just so much, and I need to give my best self, and sometimes that's hard, and I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. But if I can choose to pout and whine and complain about it, or I can choose to embrace the season of motherhood. Anyways, I need to cut it short right now, because this is going to be on my next episode for the podcast. So, but yeah, just embrace the season that you're currently in. It's not going to be forever, and seasons change, and you are doing great. We're doing great, and I feel like there needs to be more teamwork in working moms, stay-at-home moms, homeschooling moms, like all the people, like all the moms, like, let's come together. Because me as a working mom before, like, yes, it was hard. Me as a stay-at-home mom, yes, it's hard. Like, it's gonna be hard. Like, nobody's above anybody. Like, we all have our seasons, we all have our hard. Let's just, like, join together and pray for each other, lift each other up. Like we're all in our motherhood era, you know what I mean? And so, like, whatever, like, somebody is doing, go root them on, go, like, root for them, and even like and shares, and all of this helps other mamas, other friends. And so it doesn't cost a dime to support. And I feel like, as long as the people that feel like this is what they want to do, and make a podcast to encourage other moms, use this platform to share the gospel and encourage other moms, do it. I'm rooting for you, and it may not be easy, but I mean, this is where the reality is. Social media is such a big platform, and we hear it all the time by everybody. Use social media for the good, to spread the love of Jesus, to spread the gospel, and just people are seeing it, and people want to be encouraged by other moms, and see them and see other people homeschool, and that they can do it. It's not going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, but it's well worth it. So if whatever season you're in, embrace it. And like I was talking about, me enjoying things like this, like, I like it. And the reason why I started the podcast in the first place too was because I felt like God was telling me to do it, and that's why I did it. But I let my own insecurities pause and stop, and then pause and start, and pause and start, and going. And it's just, I'm so done with it, and now is the time. If you guys want to start something, to start it. And that goes back to my point in the first place. I forgot about my tea. But people that start something, they choose to do it imperfectly. They choose to start when they're not even ready, when they don't have it all together. So let this be just an encouragement, a reminder that you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. And that's the whole backdrop of my podcast, if that makes sense. we can do all things through Christ, because he's the one that strengthens us throughout all that we're doing. But yeah, yeah, I just wanted to share that from the heart. And yeah, I gotta get my tea, and he probably wants some milk. Yeah. All right.